welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a overview of season 4 Love is Blind, episodes 9, 10, and 11. Okay. Bliss meets Zach's family. They love her. So I'm going to stick with them for now. Let's focus on Bliss and Zach. His family loves her. Her mom comes. She meets, he's so nervous. He's super nervous. He meets her family. Bliss family is amazing. Her mom's side anyway. The sisters, the mom and one of the sisters cried the entire time. The whole time they had tears in their eyes. It was so sweet. He spoke about how he doesn't have a mom and she would be a mom. She said she would be his mom if they get married. It was the sweetest thing ever. Liz kind of was shocked when he mentioned the whole picking Irina first to her mom. She was like, do you got to tell everything? And they like, hey, let's hear it. And he explains it, and they didn't just go off on him nor take it the wrong way. I mean, I'm pretty sure they thought about it and talked about it later, but they didn't show it in front of him. They didn't drag him for it. They just listened. Family was nice. Like, the mom cried the entire time. Like, the whole time she cried. It was so sweet. But he was really nervous. He spoke on having feelings for multiple people. He really was being open and telling the truth because, I mean, they're going to see it on TV. So I completely get why he felt like, hey, maybe I should just go on and spill all the tea because you're going to see it. And Bliss was a little shocked, but it was good. All in all, it was good. Like, I love her family, and I think it would be great for that. Now, later on, a couple episodes later, I think it was probably in 11, Bliss dad. Zach meets Bliss dad. I don't like Bliss dad. I'm sorry. I don't like him. For someone that has been divorced and you're sitting at my table with your new wife, my stepmom, you got a little too much dip on your chip. You have a little too much advice for someone that got it wrong before. And people say they learn from their mistakes, but let me learn. A little too much dip on your chip, baby. I don't like it. I didn't like the interaction at all. You really sitting here judging someone who's taking a chance and trying to tell her, you know, she's moving too fast, which it is an expedited process. I'm pretty sure most of their parents think that it's the way you react to things. It's not that those are your thoughts. It's how you react to the thoughts that you have. It's okay to think that. But to be cutting her off, being rude, talking over her, kind of belittling her choice is ridiculous. Because I'm pretty sure you and Bliss's mom was together for years. Because I'm pretty sure maybe her sisters and stuff have this, you're all of their dads and stuff. It still didn't work. So clearly the time doesn't matter. You probably put years into their relationship and it still ended. So 20 days or 20 years, it didn't work out. It made me really mad because you're her dad. And I mean, of course, you should be critical because your dad, period. I know dads, they love their daughters to death. But the way you criticize her, over talk to her, belittle her, I didn't like that. I hated it. As her father, it pissed me off. It made me so mad. I would never want my dad to be like that. I would never want my dad to talk to me like that. I would want him to try to guide me, but understand I'm still an adult and kind of let me figure it out a little bit. Because I went on this show knowing it was an expedited process. I made this decision. Don't get me wrong. I think marriage is more than a piece of paper, but baby, you sign another piece of paper to get out of it, just like you did. It's okay. It's the experience. It's on my experience. If it don't work, okay, we keep it moving. That's what you did. The fact that he was doing all of that blew me. Now, don't get me wrong. Zach was rambling about some bullshit, but that's just that. Now, I get it at the beginning. The dad was trying to relate, asking him, do he play golf? Do he fish? And that's not Zach. But if you know your daughter, you should know that's not Zach. Because they have so much in common with their little weird, quirky things that they like. And you clearly don't know your daughter that well. Because if you did, you would know that's the type of stuff she's also into. And that's the stuff they click on. It's so weird. Like that he was like that. Okay, so later on, Bliss kind of get her reservations when they're in the pool together. And she's telling Zach, like, hey, this is a big deal. And I get it, Bliss, like, now you're having your little thoughts about it. And he's like, yeah, so when I make a decision, I stick with it. And I get what she's saying. Do not just marry me because you sticking with the decision you made and you want to follow through with it. Know for sure that this is what you want. Don't just go with it because you made the choice. Okay, I'm going to ride it out, good or bad. No, if you think it's bad, let's... Okay, next is we're going to get into Kwame and Chelsea because the whole shit, all of this is just starting to be weird and I'm sick of it. Okay, so the morning after Chelsea's party, which, of course, Kwame was still at the party flirting with Micah. And, of course, I feel like Chelsea noticed. How can you not? This your man. You already a little, giving him the side eye because you know who he like. And she's here. So the next morning, he asked her, like, are you okay? And she said, do I look okay? And, I mean... He was like, he don't like that, she a little hostile, which she is. And I don't like the fact that you're not telling him the truth about you being hostile and why. Because when they was in the place where she's trying on the clothes, this is where that conversation comes up. And instead of her just saying, hey, I'm a little hostile because I still see what's going on, she's like, nothing. And it's like, sis, stop lying to yourself and him and tell him why you're mad. Tell him that you're gonna be randomly upset when just like if somebody cheat on you and you try to get over it. Every time it crosses your mind, you're gonna kind of be mean to them by accident sometime because it crossed your mind and you're never gonna completely get over it. I mean, some people may, but most people don't. So you're going to be mean to them and you're not even going to notice, like, sometimes. And I feel like that's what she does. She snap at him and she don't even notice she's doing it, really, because she's still kind of angry about it. And she's still thinking about how disrespectful he is every time they're around Micah. And the interactions between them is just awkward and weird. And instead of her just saying that, she won't say it. She's acting like everything is cool, and it's like, no, it's not. And he notices it's not cool. That's why he asked you, were you okay? As she's clothes shopping, they're having these conversations. Of course, Kwame is like, oh my God, do you got to try on some more clothes? She's like, yes, I do. Like, And women, men don't really like to go shopping with us because that's what we're going to do. We're going to try on everything in the store. And that's what it is. So, the way she was acting, though, was weird to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that she was forcing him to call her beautiful. He was using his own lingo. He was using his own lingo. And she was just like, you could just call me beautiful. And it's just like, sis, what? I get what he was trying to say. He was trying to give her a compliment the way some black men give compliments. If you're going to date outside your race, Chelsea, you got to understand it. The culture is different, ma'am. Sometimes he's going to use a little bit of language that you may not be aware of. But he's literally going to say things and you're not going to understand because of the cultural differences. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind dating outside the race. Like, I've done it. But chill out, Chelsea. You're a little too aggressive. Calm down, ma'am. You trying to force him to eat that fucking strawberry gave me flashbacks of what's love got to do with it. Eat the cake anime. I was so fucking confused. I said, girl, what is you trying to force this man to eat some strawberries for? She was like, we're going to keep the strawberries. Come on, eat some. He like, I already had some. She's like, eat it. She's like, you already had some? She forced him to eat the strawberry. Like, girl, chill the fuck out. Why are you so hyper and weird? Like, sis, bring it down. Calm down. What's wrong with you? You can't make him like you if he don't. Stop. she started to make me mad, and I like Chelsea. But I want to tell her that the whole situation is kind of overwhelming. He don't have his own, space to breathe and get away. He can't drive to Portland, which is 3 hours away, and just get in his dirty ass bed because you already said when you was there that you don't sleep in the bed, you sleep on the sofa, but whatever. And I think he just keep using it as a scapegoat. He went on his rant about not having no friends there, but it was odd to me that when you went to the tux fitting, one of the guys you invited was one of the guys from the show that used to date Chelsea. That was weird. And then the guy that was doing the fitting was like, hey, so I guess if you get married, you get to stay in San Francisco. And like, that's what they were saying. So it's like you actually do have friends there. Like, the dude was, like, kind of excited that you would be staying in San Francisco. And it's like, Kwame, you kind of do got friends there. Because that's basically what the guy was saying. Yeah, I feel like he's going to drag this whole apartment situation. And, him not having any friends in San Francisco. And the running path. And the soccer. He's going to drag all of this. And it's like, sir, but the show was based in San Francisco from what we know. So what did you think? What did you think was going to happen? Even if you pick Micah, this would be an issue. The problem is you like her enough where it might not would have been an issue. You don't really like Chelsea. You like Micah enough where this probably wouldn't have been an issue. But it's a big issue when you don't like the person and you're finding a way out, or you're trying to find a way out, because all you do is complain about it. Somebody had to move, Kwame. Somebody in this situation would have had to relocate. And if she worked from home, it's you. Sir, it's you. And he keep bringing up that he's the only one losing out. He's the only one compromising. And Kwame, I need you to understand that compromise does not mean you get your way. When people compromise, someone still loses out. Usually compromise, someone still loses out. It's not like, y'all can move halfway on both sides, like maybe in between, but usually when it's a compromise, like one person gives up something, somebody gains something. It's that's usually what it is. That don't mean you get your way. I don't know what he expect from her. I don't know if he want her to be like, well, I'll drop everything, my job, and you just pay everything and I'll just move there with you. Because, that's how they would have to work. I'm so confused. At the tux fitting and at the bachelor party, it seemed like all Kwame did was complain about moving. But swearing he loved her to death. Sis wanted to do a boudoir, I think that's the name of it, shoot, for their engagement photos. Hopefully those just stay in their home. Most engagement photos go on invitations. Hopefully those weren't. They were going to be in their underwear. Kwame made sure he wanted everybody to feel comfortable. I like the fact that he had the little conversation like, hey, we're going to take it slow. Make sure the photographer is comfortable and everything. But sis just wants some naked pictures. Some pictures in their underwear. Not naked. But with him, sis is just sexually attracted to this man. That's it. She's overlooking everything because of the dick. The dick have clouded her judgment. It have knocked her brain. The dick have literally knocked her brain loose. Because sis, what is wrong with you? But like I said, she's sexually attracted to this man. That's it. That's it. She's physically and sexually attracted to him, so that's trumping anything in her head that makes sense. She's acting like a boy crazy schoolgirl, and it's weird because you old. You too old. Ma'am, you're too old to be letting that dictate this decision in your life. Him with them fake phone calls to his fake mom is blowing my mind. You is not talking to your mama on them calls. I feel like you're not talking to your mom at all. I feel like that one time or twice that you swear you was talking to her, you was not. You weren't talking to your mama. I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't believe him. I don't feel like nobody was on their phone. Now he's came up with a second reason as to why the wedding probably won't work. Because his parents don't agree. His mom don't agree. She don't want to talk about it. She don't want to be involved. She does not agree. Now, Kwame, she wanted someone that's African, Guyanan, but Kwame only date white women. What? And then he said his mom never met nobody. Yeah, because you over here dating white girls, and she don't want that for you. That's why she never met nobody. That made no sense, because I mean, Chelsea mentioned it. Like, his mom really wanted him to be traditional and date somebody, but he's only over here dating white women. Them the only ones you liked in the pub, and you could tell by their voice that they were white. So them the only ones you even went for. So it's not on here to find no wife, because how is that a factor when that's all you date? Somebody's lying. Because if you only date white women, you want to be called Alex, and you know your mom wants you to be traditional and pick a traditional African or Guyanan woman, why would you come on here to marry some white ladies or a white woman? You know your mom wasn't going to agree. So this was going to be an issue no matter which one of them it was, Micah or Chelsea. Then you tell her that you don't want her to take your last name until your mom can come around or agree. What? It's always on with this man. The crazy part is when he talked to his siblings, they said that the dad was cool with it. The dad agreed, was down and everything. I'm like, I never been so confused in my life. Like, what? His siblings seemed very cool and supportive. So I don't know why he was acting like nobody support him. He don't got no family there, no friends, nobody to support. Maybe they just flew in, but they came. They supported. The sister was super nice. She was super nice to Chelsea. She brought Chelsea a purse with the kente cloth on it. That was so sweet. It was so nice. Like I said, it's crazy because I'm so confused. I really think he's gonna say no. But then it's so weird that who knows? Because he's all over the place. He go to the camera and swear he loved the ground this lady walk on, but complain about everything under the sun and come up with every excuse why it's not going to work out. Or why it's a problem. Or, oh my God, I got to move. Oh my God, my mama don't agree. Oh my God. It's like, Kwame, you're giving me a headache. I don't know how she ain't went crazy. And I mean, she a little delusional too, you know. And she a little snappy. And she is a little confrontational. But like I said, she won't be real with herself as to why she's that way with you. People tend to snap when you done piss them off. And instead of being real about that, she does it. And then when you ask her what's wrong, she just won't tell you because she don't want to feel like she's nagging about the same thing. But Kwame, no. I don't trust it. I don't trust you. It's giving SK vibes. And I don't like it. I hate it. It's a no for me. Okay, so then she talked about spacing. It's not enough space for them to live at his spot. Which he do got 2 couches in there that came off the street.
Okay, we're on Micah and Paul now.
So I get it. He finally was open to moving a little bit. But yeah, he seemed to be liking her a little more. She seemed to be liking him more as well. But sis kept mentioning if we get married, if we go through with this. What's the ifs, ma'am? It should be when. What's the ifs? It was given that you're trying to warn him and prep him for when you say no. It's like, let me keep throwing the ifs so just in case I say no, I was throwing it out there. Because why would you be saying it that way? Why would you word it like that? I read through you. That was really it with them, other than the fact that when they was at the dress fitting and Chelsea got up there to talk about how much she loved Kwame, the look on Micah's face was like, bitch. She was so kind of saucy, like, I was like, "Ooh, go zoom back to Michael, zoom back to Michael." They ain't never do it, but I caught they look. I said, "Ooh, sis don't like that." So that was a little weird, but other than that, that was kind of boring. Nothing really happened. That was about it. Next was Tiffany. Tiffany got a chance to meet Brent, dad and brother. Hilarious. They was funny. They was nice. The brother hair was thick and all over the place, but they were really nice. Um, Brent opened up about like what he liked about Tiffany, and yeah, it was a good meeting. It was really good. His father was really nice and had good advice. A little after that, Tiffany was getting a little overwhelmed with the stress of going back to work. Still tries to plan the wedding. She mentioned bridesmaids' dresses. Um, and was saying that she really could do without the wedding. Not the marriage. The wedding. So they gave me like, she one of them ones that, hey, we could really go to the courthouse because there's a lot going on. But, you know, of course, it's a show. You got to follow through with it. And I think the wedding's free, so, girl, go ahead. But it can be stressful getting everybody together, picking this out, that out. I completely understand. But Tiffany, breathe, baby. Calm down. Because I love when she broke down and opened up. He took her on a couple dates to clear her mind. It was just so cute. The pictures he had made for her, I loved it. That's what you do. When I tell you I'm having a hard day, a hard time, make me feel better. Like, be a listening ear, but also actions. He took on a couple dates. He took on a little helicopter ride. Had some pictures taken. Like, girl, let me show you I appreciate you and everything you going through, getting back into work, planning this wedding. Like, I got you. I loved it for them. Tiffany gotta just breathe. Calm down, baby. Enjoy the ride. It's okay. Calm down. You clearly got somebody that got your back. Everybody on the show is wishing, well, the ones who's really on there for love, wishing they had what you have. So breathe. Tiffany, enjoy it, baby. We deserve it. We deserve the luxury of that as well, baby. Take it in. That's all I got from these episodes, you guys. I cannot wait to see the weddings next week. I made a whole separate video about baby hair, aka Josh and Jackie, because it blew my mind how rude and disrespectful she was to Marshall, how sneaky she was by like technically cheating on him, not showing up to the dress fitting. Jackie, you have lost your mind. She was so disrespectful. The way she talked to him, the way she was so nonchalant about it, the way sis wouldn't get that ring back. I would have tripped that hoe up. Okay, bye y'all.